Hello everyone. We are looking at Practice in Music Theory Book A, pages 35, 36 and 37. And we're coming to a new note value today, the dotted minim. So quick reminder, our semi-breve is 4 counts, minims are 2 counts, crotchets are 1 count. When we add a dot that comes after the note, then the dot adds half of whatever is in front of it. So if we look at our minim, it's 2 counts. We're going to add half of a minim, that's a crotchet, which is 1 count. So this is 2, and that's 1, so it's 3 counts. So I'm just explaining how we get to 3 counts. You can just remember that a dotted minim is 3 counts. Ta, ah, ah, ah. So it's interesting to look and see what would happen if we added a dot to a semi-breve. So what's the rule? The dot adds half of whatever's in front of it. So our semi-breve is 4 counts. Half of 4 is 2. So a dotted semi-breve would be a note that is 6 counts long. And if we put a dot after a crotchet, our crotchet is 1 count. The dot adds half, so half of 1 is a half. So we'd end up with 1.5 counts. Please note that the dot is after the note and not underneath or above it. This means staccato, where the dot is above it, or if the stem is going up, that's a staccato note. That means to play detached. Very different from when the dot comes after the note, which adds a bit of length to the note. So we're going to have a bit of fun with pictures. Can you find all the dotted minims in the picture below and color the area, each area that has a dotted minim? So you can find them, I'm sure, on your own. I'm going to color them with a pink highlighter. There we go. If I've gone too quickly, you can pause the video to continue coloring them in. Over the page, page 36, we come to rests. Rests are silence in music, so it means that we don't play, we don't sing. And every note value has got a corresponding rest. So our semi-breve note, which looks like this, is our 4 count note, and we have a semi-breve rest. So if we count the lines from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, the semi-breve rest hangs from that 4th line. So I call it the skydiving semi-breve because it's hanging from the line. Then we have the minim rest. So our minim note is 2 counts and our minim rest is 2 counts. And this is written sitting on that middle line, the 3rd line. So I call this the mounted minim. Just like you would climb onto a horse and say, I've mounted the horse, you say mounted minim because it's sitting on top of the line. Skydiving, semi-breve, mounted minim. We have a crotchet over here. Crotchet is 1 count and the crotchet rest is 1 count. Interesting how to draw this. So I say we go zig, zag, zig and a C. And then over here we have our new note value, the dotted minim. That's 3 counts. And a dotted minim rest is also 3 counts. Remember that it's sitting on the line just like the minim rest, and then you add the dot. So over here in this exercise, we're going to practice drawing these rests. I'm going to pause the video, and you can pause the video too. I'm going to complete it, and then you can check that you've done it correctly. Just remember for this crotchet rest that you're going to go zig, zag, zig, C. So I've drawn all my rests and I'm sure that you have too. Let's just double check. Make sure that your semi-breve rests are hanging from the 4th line. So a common mistake is to let them hang from the middle line, but they don't, they hang from that 4th line. So if you look, compare the semi-breve and the minim, they're both inside this 1, 2, 3, the 3rd space. Can you see that? This one's at the top of the 3rd space, the semi-breve rest. The minim rest is at the bottom of the 3rd space. And the semi-breve rest is 4 counts. Minim rest, check that it's sitting on the line, and a minim rest is 2 counts. Crotchet rests, I'm sure you've done some beautiful ones there. One rest, one count, and a dotted minim rest. Just check that you've drawn a minim rest, so it's sitting on the middle line, and that the dot comes after the rest in the same space. And that is 3 counts. Well done. And the last page for today, just to color this in, color the area with a semi-brief rest blue. Okay, so we're going to look for it doesn't give you the 5 lines, but it shows you that it's hanging. So all of these are going to be blue. Let's see if we can find any more that are hanging. There's another one there. And there's one there. So all of those will be blue. Oh, there's some in the middle here as well. There it is. Okay, color the area with the minim rest red. Minim rest, so we're looking at it's on the line. There we go, that's going to be red. There's red. Red. Quite a few minim rests. Color the area with the crotchet rests orange. Zigzag zig, the lightning bolt one. Those are all going to be orange. Color the area with the dotted minim rest green. Green. There we go. Check that we haven't missed any. Got all of them. Fantastic. Well done.